my steps as if it already knows the beat I'm about to walk into. I move through the early shimmer, letting warmth slide softly across my hands. Each stride finds a gentle curve of motion, a pattern rising through the quiet glow. There's a calm beneath the brightness, like the air is learning the sound of my bass. The world feels wide open and waiting, as if a new rhythm has started just for me. A quiet rush climbs through my pulse, lifting my breath into something clearer. I can feel the light turning toward me, matching the rhythm forming under my steps. Light follows my rhythm, chasing every bit I said across the day. It rises when I lift my voice, painting the world with a shimmery pace. Light follows my rhythm, glowing brighter with each stride. Light, walk into the open sky, with a pulse that leads the way. With the pulse that leads the way. There's a soft vibration under the breeze, just enough to make my shoulders sway. I breathe in the quiet lift of motion, feeling warmth echo through the morning air. Every flicker above me grows warmer, as if the sky leans closer with each beat. My path opens wider and clearer, guided by the rhythm of my feet. I feel the world align with my steps, a soft blaze rising from the ground. The glow wraps around my heartbeat, pulling me forward into something bright. Light follows my rhythm, lifting shadows far behind my stride. Every pulse becomes a promise, every breath a steady light of shine. Light follows my rhythm, growing stronger as I move. I pause long enough to hear the echo, a faint reflection of my own pace. The air glows softly around me, carrying warmth into the quiet spaces. There's no distance between me and the light, only the rhythm that keeps us entwined. Light follows my rhythm, rising higher as I lift my voice. Yeah, weave through every step I take, turning this moment into a blazing haze. Light follows my rhythm, guiding me into the open air, and I follow where it leads, unafraid of the glow ahead. The glow drifts on as I keep moving, and the rhythm walks beside me, steady and bright. Snowdrifts and light spirals across the early sky, each flutter catching a rhythm as if joy is threading through the air. My footsteps tap along the fresh ground, where pale sparkles scatter beneath the daylight. A playful tempo rises with each stride, turning the quiet morning into something alive. I breathe in the soft shimmer around me, letting its brightness settle across my shoulders. Everything moves with a gentle pulse, carrying a promise I can almost hear. A quickening warmth climbs through my frame, lifting the stillness into motion. Joy flickers just ahead of me, waiting for the beat to break open. Snowy beats of joy, dancing through the morning light with every stride. They rise the moment I lift my voice, painting the air with a rhythm that shines. Snowy beats of joy, moving faster as I feel them grow, and I follow their sparkling trail into a day that opens wide. The cold wind taps along on my sleeves, matching the lively beat inside my chest. I sway with the shifting light, letting its brightness guide my steps. Every tiny shimmer around me feels tuned to the path I'm carving. I move forward with a quiet smile, ready for the beat to take over. A joyful rush brings upward, turning the quiet into motion. I lift my gaze toward the glow, letting the rhythm pull me higher. Snowy beats of joy spreading light across the open air. Each beat pushes me forward, guiding me through the morning chills. Snowy beats of joy, stronger now with every breath, and I step into their glimmering path as the sky begins to lift. In the middle of drifting brightness, time stretches into easy motion. I hold the beat inside my palms, feeling its glow travel through me. Every breath becomes a spark, shining warm beneath the cold. Snowy beats of joy, rising higher as I follow their call. They brighten the edges of my world, turning the chill into a glowing path. Snowy beats of joy, dancing louder than before, and I walk forward unafraid, held by the rhythm I found. Held by the rhythm I found. The drifting brightness settles around me, and the joyful beat continues within. High peaks rest beneath the morning sky, their edges catching the first glimmer of day as a quiet rhythm circles softly above. The mountains in there cools my breath, wrapped in the horizon in quiet blue. I step into its stillness slowly, letting each movement settle into place. A faint vibration touches the sky, soft like a signal waiting to be heard. I listen with an open mind, feeling the rhythm drift down toward me. Something opens above the peak, a shimmer leaning to hold my stride. It pulls on the air around me, urging me into a brighter motion. Written above the mountains, calling me into the widening sky. It rises through the open air, turning the quiet into shining sound. Written above the mountains, lifting me higher with every breath, and I follow its radiant arc toward the day, climbing into view. The peaks glow brighter with each step, their outlines humming with soft light. I feel the rhythm gather weight, carving a path through the still air. My stride aligns with the upward pull, guided by the motion above me. The world expands into open color, moving to the beat that shapes my way. A sweep of horn breaks through the cold, lifting my pulse into clearer space. The rhythm circles near the summit, ready to burst into wide motion. Rhythm above the mountains, rising loud as the sky expands. Every beat pushes upward, carrying me toward the sunlit grass. Rhythm above the mountains, stronger now with every stride, and I climb into its glow without looking back. Ooh, in the quiet shadow of the ridge, I breathe into the wideness around me. The rhythm hovers in the open air, waiting for my next step to meet it. There is no hurry, only breath, and the promise of rising sound. Rhythm above the mountains, lifting you through the final edge of dawn. It brightens every moment forward, turning the climb into living melody. Rhythm above the mountains, shining stronger than the early sky. And I follow its blazing path into the day, opening rest beneath the rising light, and the rhythm settles softly into my breath. Over the quiet fields, a hush beneath the morning sky, where footsteps melt into white. And somewhere under that calm, a small rhythm begins to glow. Early daylight brushes my shoulders as I follow a wandering path through the pale horizon. Breath curls softly, shaping the first hint of motion, and every moment feels lighter than the one before. I trace the quiet rise of my pulse, letting it mingle with the shimmer in the air. This morning feels like it's drawing me forward towards something bright and strangely familiar. A spark leans closer to my chest, a trembling warmth under the cold sky. I feel it growing through my steps, lifting me into a rhythm I didn't know I needed. Happy rhythm in the snow, guiding every breath I take into something new. Every heartbeat finds a place to shine when the world turns bright beneath my feet. Happy rhythm in the snow, spinning gently through the open air, and I follow where it leads me into a day that glows from deep within. The colder circles with the softer grace, touching my hands like a quiet greeting. I let the rising tempo inside me unfold as sunlight stretches across untouched ground. There's a freedom in not rushing, just walking with the pulse that feels like mine alone. Every small step opens a wider sky, as if the day is learning my rhythm too. Something opens beneath my ribs, a gentle rush I can't contain. I lift my face toward the shine, letting the rhythm pull me higher. Happy rhythm in the snow, carry me farther with every stride. There's a melody growing inside my chest, turning this morning into something alive. Happy rhythm in the snow, lifting shadows from yesterday's weight, and I follow without fear as it opens a path of shimmering light. Happy rhythm in the snow. In this quiet world of white and breath, time slows into a soft unfolding. I close my eyes just long enough to feel the rhythm align with the cold air around me. There's no rush, no noise, only the steady rise of something warm, breaking through the winter calm. Happy rhythm in the snow, calling me into a brighter place, where every step becomes a promise and every breath begins again. Happy rhythm in the snow, shining louder than the early sun, and I lift my voice to meet it as the rhythm carries me home. A final shimmer drifts across softly across my hands, painting the morning in muted silver. I walk into the hush with easy steps, letting each breath echo through the brightness. Something warm hums beneath the chill, a steady pulse rising through my center. I listen to its quiet certainty, matching my stride to its rhythm. The winter glow gathers around me, pulling my heartbeat closer to the sky. A soft wave climbs through my chest, urging me forward into clearer air. Heartbeat in the winter light, shining through my breath with rising warmth. It guides my steps into brighter space, turning the chill into living motion. Heartbeat in the winter light, growing louder as the sky unfolds, and I follow its glowing pull into a dawn built just for me. Each moment sharpens into clarity, framed by the pale shimmer stretching above. I lean into the cool air around me, letting the rhythm shape my direction. My heartbeat marks a clean tempo, woven with the warmth rising in the sky. I hold the brightness close, moving with the certainty it brings. A quiet rush breaks open inside me, turning breath into soft momentum. The winter light lifts my thoughts, carrying me toward the next beat. Heartbeat in the winter light, draw me forward with luminous rhythm. Every pulse widens the morning, opening paths I couldn't see before. Heartbeat in the winter light, clear with every stride I take, and I move with this gentle force into a world beginning again. In a field of pale brightness, I listen to the rhythm beneath my breath. Time loosens around me, letting a warm thread through the cold. Every beat becomes a soft signal, guiding me toward a higher glow. Heartbeat in the winter light, lifting my steps into radiant air. It brightens every part of me, shaping the morning into melody. Heartbeat in the winter light, stronger now than ever before, and I follow its shining trail toward the light that waits ahead. The winter light settles around me, and my heartbeat glows within its quiet warmth. Morning paths sparkle beneath my feet, each step catching a lively shimmer as a joyful rhythm flickers into motion. I move through the early brightness, letting the crisp air brush my sleeves. There's a bounce in my stride today, a lift I can't quite hide. The world feels wide and inviting, colored by a glow that matches my pace. With every forward step I take, a happy rhythm presses close behind me. A tiny spark jumps through my pulse, lifting the air around my breath. The rhythm nudges at my heels, eager to break into something bigger. Bright steps, happy rhythm, guiding me forward with a playful glow. Every stride feels lighter now, filled with motion I can't resist. Bright steps, happy rhythm, rising faster as the morning grows, and I follow its shining trail into a day bursting with promise. The cool breeze skips along beside me, blending with the rhythm in my chest. I tilt my face toward the sky, feeling brightness pull me upward. Each beat forms a clear direction, carving a path through the fresh air. I keep my pace steady and bright, letting the rhythm shape my stride. A lively rush circles through me, urging my steps into a stronger glow. The rhythm aligns with my breath, ready to burst into motion again. Bright steps, happy rhythm, lifting me into a brighter air. Each stride uncovers something new, a hidden shimmer waiting for me. Bright steps, happy rhythm, carrying joy into the unfolding day, and I move with its easy shine toward a world opening wide. I breathe in the steady rhythm, feeling its warmth travel upward. There's a quiet certainty in this moment, a promise woven into my steps. Bright steps, happy rhythm, shining louder with every breath. It carries me far beyond the morning, turning my stride into living color. Bright steps, happy rhythm, lifting higher as the sky expands, and I follow its radiant pull into the brightness waiting ahead. The rhythm settles softly behind me, and the brightness stays within my steps. Cold air drifts across the open sky, a faint shimmer weaving through the stillness as the first quiet rhythm slides beneath the breeze. Frosted breath circles upward, shaping thin trails in the calm morning. I follow the gentle sway of the atmosphere, letting my steps fall into an easy pattern. The day feels wide and untouched, a stretch of pale brightness waiting for movement. Each quiet beat in my chest echoes softly against the clear horizon. A small tremor grows inside me, lifting the cool air into something warmer. The world loosens as I walk in, and the rhythm learns the sound of my pace. Rhythm in the cold air, guiding me forward through the pale morning light. It wraps around every stride I take, turning simple steps into something bright. Rhythm in the cold air, growing clearer the farther I move, pulling me toward a rising sky where everything begins again. A thin breeze brushes my hands with a quiet whisper of motion. I let the subtle tempo inside me climb, matching the pulse beneath the sky. Every sound feels sharper than before, as if the air hosts its own melody. I breathe into the shifting light. The cool wind carries my momentum, turning each heartbeat into a soft ascent. I raise my gaze toward the glow, ready for the rhythm to take the lead. Oh yeah. Rhythm in the cold air, holding steady as I find my way. Each moment draws me upward, painting the sky with gentle sound down, leading me farther than I dreamed. As quiet transforms into clarity, and motion becomes my guide. I pause on a ridge of quiet light, letting the world expand beneath my breath. Every fragment of cold wind feels tied to the rhythm inside my chest. Nothing rushes, nothing fades, only a steady pulse that keeps me lifted. Rhythm in the cold air, calling into a clearer dawn. I follow its rise without hesitation, letting light rays shape the path ahead. Yeah, rhythm in the cold air, brighter now than I've ever seen, and I walk forward unafraid, held steady by the pulse that carries me. to open. Each stride finds a clearer motion, a gentle rise that echoes through my frame. I breathe into the shifting brightness, letting the rhythm guide the arc of my steps. The world around me softens and widens, shaped by the growing pulse beneath the sky. I move with easy certainty, knowing the rhythm won't let me fall. A rising sweep lifts against my ribs, urging me into a brighter space. The rhythm gathers its breath, ready to break open once more. Winter rhythm lifting me, pulling shadows gently from my stride. Every beat pushes upward, carving light into the cold sky. Winter rhythm lifting me, brighter with every step I choose, and I rise with a steady glow into the unfolding morning. In the heart of rising winter light, the world grows quiet enough to breathe. I let the rhythm hum through the air, warming the space around my pulse. The sky feels closer than before, lifted by emotion I trust completely. Winter rhythm lifting me, guiding me into a sky reborn. It shines through every breath I take, turning cold air into radiant warmth. Winter rhythm lifting me, higher now than I've ever known, and I follow its rising trail into the brightness waiting ahead. The rising rhythm settles inside me, and the winter air feels warm once more. Light stretches across the quiet ridge, lifting faint colors into the cold air as a rising rhythm stirs beneath the horizon. The early glow settles on my shoulders, soft like a whisper awaking the ground. I follow the first glimmers of motion as the path brightens beneath my feet. Every breath feels woven with warmth, and even in the chill that circles around me, I let the subtle tempo gather, growing stronger with every forward step. Something in the air begins to lift, carrying my pulse toward the widening sky. The glow leans into my stride, urging the rhythm inside to rise. Rhythm rising through the glow, guiding me through the morning's unfolding light. It climbs the moment I lift my gaze, turning each breath into luminous motion. Rhythm rising through the glow, shining deeper as I follow the sound, and every step becomes a promise that carries me into something new. Then 기분이 또 진짜 then 기분이 또 진짜 the day opens slowly but surely, letting the glow ripple through the sky. My steps fall into a gentle pattern, mirroring the brightness gathering above. There's a balance in the cool air, a quiet that still managed to lift me. I move with the growing radiance, feeling the rhythm settle deeper inside. The glow circles higher around me, an invitation I can't ignore. I lean into the steady pulse, ready for the rhythm to guide the way. Sentiré tu cambiaré. Rhythm rising through the glow, pulling me toward a brighter space. Its warmth expands with every stride, pushing shadows far behind. Rhythm rising through the glow, rising faster as the sky unfolds. the gentle waves. I close my eyes just long enough to feel the rhythm underneath the surface. There's a quiet joy in this rising light, shaping the air around my pulse. Rhythm, feel light. Rhythm rising through the glow, lifting me into world renewed. It carries my breath into brighter air, turning the dawn into a living melody. Rhythm rising through the glow, stronger than anything I've known, and I follow its radiant pull into the day waiting ahead. The light settles gently around me, and the rising rhythm remains within.